Hello children. In the previous video, I have started explaining you lesson number 11, that is the pronoun. So let's continue with the explanation of this lesson. Now children, I will explain you some different kinds of nouns. Let us start with the first one, that is demonstrative pronoun. What is a demonstrative pronoun? Let me give you some examples to explain this. I will write here, this is my book. Okay. The second sentence is, these are my books. Then, that is my pen. Then, those are my pens. Now children, in these sentences, the words this, these, that, those. These are used in place of nouns. These are used, these words, this, these, that and those. These words are used in place of nouns, so that is why they are called demonstrative pronouns. They are called demonstrative pronouns. Now the words children, this and these. These are used for people and things which are near to us. This and these. Like suppose I say, this is my book. Means this is a book. I am telling you this is my book. And this book is near to me. Then I will say, these are my books. Suppose this one and this one. Two books are there. These are my books. Again, these two books are near to me. Okay. Then the next one is, suppose I say, the pen is far away from me. Then I will say, that is my pen. Or you can say, if 2 or 3 pens are there, then I will say, those are my pens. What I mean to say is, the words this and these are used for the people and things which are near to us. But that and those are used for the people and things which are far away from us. Understood? Moreover, this and that, these are used for a single person or a thing. And that is why they are called singular demonstrative pronouns. This and that. These are called this and that. They are called singular demonstrative pronouns. And these or those, they are called plural demonstrative pronouns. Understood? This and that, these are called singular demonstrative pronouns, and these and those are called plural demonstrative pronouns. Because this and that is used for a single person or a thing, and these and those are used for a more than one person or a thing. Now let's move on to the next kind of pronoun, that is interrogative pronouns. Now children, what are called interrogative? Interrogative word itself means the question. The sentence in which a question is asked. That means an interrogative sentence. Now the words which are used to ask questions. Like suppose, which are the words which are used to ask questions, like what, which, where, whom, who, whose. All these words are used to ask questions. And the pronouns used for asking questions are called interrogative pronouns. Now let me give you an example for this. What is your name? Here, what? Then second, which is your book? Again, which? Then, who are you? Who? Now all these words, what, which, who, I have given some more examples over here. Where, whom, whose, all these words which are used to ask questions, or you can say the pronouns which are used to ask questions, they are called interrogative pronouns. Now let's move on to the third kind of pronoun, that is reflexive pronoun. First, let me write one example to explain you what is a reflexive pronoun. The cat has hurt itself. Now here children, whom does the cat hurt? The question is, whom does the cat hurt? The cat has hurt itself. One thing I want to tell you related to reflexive pronoun is that the pronouns which end with self or selves, they are called reflexive pronouns. So here in this sentence, the cat hurt itself. Self is added to it. So this is a reflexive pronoun. But how it is a reflexive pronoun? Let me tell you. Like I have written the example here, the cat has hurt itself. I asked you a question. Whom does the cat hurt? Means itself. Whom does the cat hurt? Itself. So what I mean to say is, the sentences which show that the doer of the action, means the one who is doing the action, is also the receiver of the action. Here the cat is doing the action and the cat is itself the receiver of the action. The cat must have done something else, that's why it got hurt. So the one who is doing the action is the cat only, and the one who is receiving the result of that action is also the cat. So here itself refers to reflexive pronoun. Let me give you one more example. She looks at herself in the mirror. Now in this sentence, she is the one who is doing the action. And what is she doing? She is looking at the mirror. She is looking at herself. And herself is the result of that action. Means she is watching herself only in the mirror. So herself is a reflexive pronoun. So children, this was all there regarding the explanation of the different kinds of pronouns. Here we finish with the explanation of this lesson. In the next video, we will do the book exercises of this lesson. Thank you.